Okay, I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of the Tarot Cats. This is a deck found online. I have a lot of tarot decks that are cats, but this one is my favorite. And this Ana Juan, I looked her up. She's an illustrator, Spanish. This is also from Fournier, which is a Spanish tarot designer maker. And the thing about this deck that's the cat, it's cats that are in every card, but it's the bodies, expressions on the faces, just everything. Very Rider-Waite-Smith as well. Comes in not a very good box. I had trouble opening the box and kind of ripped it apart trying to open it. The cards are thin-ish, but I like the size. They're kind of narrow. Comes with a couple of extra cards. And it also comes with a book in many languages, and it opens up. It's actually, this is how the book, it's stapled together here, and then it has different languages. So here we go with Tarot Cats by Ana Juan. Sometimes you see tarot decks by artists, and you kind of, sometimes they're very good about following Rider-Waite-Smith. Sometimes there's some poetic license taken. This has a style of its own, but it's very Rider-Waite-Smith. And it's also very clever in the way it shows the Rider-Waite-Smith sensibility or ideas of Rider-Waite-Smith. Can't talk today. Oh, wonderful. So here we go. Let's get these out of the way. I think this looks good. Okay. We start with the Fool, of course. And you have a lot of your traditional symbols. And so that's what I like about it, too. So it's very Rider-Waite-Smith. But it also has uniqueness to it, which I really like. So here's the Magician. What a great face this guy has. And it has, the propeller hat on it, but it's also the infinity sign. And has all the things on the table. And then he just has a great look on his face. He's got a snake wrapped around his belt or his waist. The High Priestess is very demure. She's got a cross. She's got the columns, the book, the curtains behind her. Clearly numbered. You have Spanish, la sacerdotista, and the High Priestess. You have borders on them that could be cut out. You could cut just the outer border out and have the number and the name, or you could even cut out those as well if you wanted to cut the whole thing. There's the backs. The Empress, she has this kind of Mona Lisa smile and a little paunch to her belly. She's in all this beautiful foliage, flora. So, High Priestess, and here's look at the face on this Emperor. It's like perfect. You have a bird, you have everything he has normally very solidly in his chair and his throne. The Sacerdote, the Hierophant. The Lovers. You got the two trees again. You got the angel above, but it's not. It's a cat. The Chariot. Justice. Number 8 is Justice. The Hermit. 9. The Wheel of Fortune. 10. I love this card. 11 is Strength, La Fuerza, and it's the lion with the little kitty cat around it with its tail wrapped around its nose. Like, who's in control here? The Hangman. Death. Temperance. The wings are insect wings, but still quite charmant. The devil. Tower. The star. You know, it's got the water, the land, stars on the back, the bird, the tree. The moon. The columns, the moon, the water, the wolf and the dog, the crustacean. All elements that are in a normal Rider-Waite-Smith. The sun. Judgment. And the world. Let's go through the suits. At first, I thought maybe this was a pip deck, but it's not. It's beautifully illustrated. Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. What I like about the Three of Wands, it's different than the Rider-Waite-Smith, is there's some action taking place. There's some movement. It's not just standing where he's looking over possibilities. Here he's moving forward. The Four of Wands. Now, Four of Wands is considered success in a passionate nature, of an inspirational nature. And what I like about this four is they're holding the inspiration. In other words, they've grabbed onto it. It's not something ethereal. It's not something off on the stick. It's something in their own hands. So I thought that was really interesting for readings. Here we see the Five of Wands, the confusion, the mass, who's the winner, who's the loser. It's just one big fight happening, or a confused state, or ball of wax. I mean, you can see that in this picture, which gives you, another way of reading it. Another success is the Six of Wands, and here we have the wreath. He's on a bicycle. The Seven shows how the Seven Rider-Waite-Smith is. Now, this is interesting, too. You very rarely see an Eight of Wands with a person or an animal in it. And here we have the animal. The animal's got its mouth open and is looking towards the future. So a lot of things are happening, and it's sort of overwhelmed. It can be overwhelming with all that's happening. I think that's really a nice interpretation. The Nine of Wands, typical. Ten of Wands, again, typical. He has a little house back here. Now here are the court cards, the page. Pages bring messages, make announcements, and here you see that with that page. You have the Knight of Wands. And of course, throughout the wands, you'd have these little flames on the wand, which is really nice too. The Queen of Wands. And the King of Wands. Let's go into the cups. Hand of God with the cups, the Two of Cups. Essentially, you see that it's essentially black and white. She does beautiful line drawings, and then she has the pop of color with the element or the suit. The Three of Cups, the Four of Cups. In this one, he doesn't look bored. He just is tired. It's like he almost had too much to drink, too much of something, and needs a rest. 5, 6, 7, the cat is sort of dreaming in a dream state. I like that. 8, moving on. 9. And 10. There's the Knave of Cups, the Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. He's on a sea, and fish. Swords. Ace of Swords with the Hand of God. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Four of Swords. Five of Swords. This was really nice, Five of Swords. The heads have been cut off. Well, first I thought the heads were cut off, but I couldn't find the heads. Now I realize the heads aren't cut off. They're just dejected. Their heads are bowed down. In other words, they lost and they're not. They lost their swords and they're going away, dejected. I love this one, the Six of Swords. They're looking to the future. Great hope. And looking forward to the future, leaving the past behind. The Seven of Swords is deception, stealing away. Very nice. The Eight of Swords, very similar to Rider-Waite-Smith. The Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Here's the Page of Swords. We see the same action in the Knight of Swords as we do in the Rider-Waite-Smith. The Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. Last but not least, we have the Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. I love how she works with the light. It's a black and white picture, but you know she knows what she's doing. You see the light being coming out of the lemon scott, and it's reflecting on her face and the cat's stomach. The Three of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. I love this Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, because this cat is not letting go of any of it. He's standing on the two on the bottom. He's holding on to one, and he's holding on to one on his head. In other words, he's holding on to things that maybe he should let go of. Here's the dejection. The Five of Pentacles done very well. Even the dog looks dejected. The Six of Pentacles. They're feeding the little kittens fish. The Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. I like this too because this is where you fine-tune your skills. And he's fine-tuning his juggling. One went off here, but he's standing on one. He's juggling the rest, and a couple are flying off. So we still have work to do on that. The Nine of Pentacles. The Bird. The Ten of Pentacles. And the Knave of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. So I thought this was a great visually appealing deck, not just for the drawings, but just for the way they look, how she works with their faces and their bodies, and the little details she puts in there. And how it does reflect the Rider-Waite-Smith. We'll just do a quick layout. Show you how it lays out. These are not shuffled enough, so just kind of, let's say, okay, we're going to do open reading. The topic is about this. I don't know what that is. We'll just keep pulling them out and just see how it looks. Okay, this is my typical horseshoe spread. Let's put these down. Can't see where they are in the viewfinder. Let's see. Okay. So I'm doing kind of an open reading. There's no question. I'm just going to pull this, and this is going to be about this. Okay, it's about the Emperor. Okay, this could be maybe about government. I'm just saying, I'm thinking government. President. Maybe this is about Biden. Cool, let's see what Biden how Biden's going to be doing this year. This is the recent past. The Five of Wands shows some infighting. You never know what goes on behind the scenes in government, so this could very well be happening. There certainly is fighting outside of government with, the previous president and his tribe, and so there's still that going on too. And then this is current situation with the president. An Ace of Cups. There's a new beginning starting, a new energy coming through that is not about fighting or anger. It's about intuition and healing and love. So Ace of Cups, awesome. Wow, this looks pretty good. Hidden influences, strength. Huh. So he has strength at his back. This top one is I can't think of the word. What he's up against? The Hangman. That's seeing things in a different light. So what he's up against are people that don't agree with him, see things very differently. Well, that doesn't surprise you either. That doesn't surprise me anyways. So it's the Hangman. It's a major arcana. We have two majors here. We have a third major here. We got a lot of majors, 3 majors. We'll look at that when we finish. The community, Knight of Swords. Community. He has, the Knight of Swords is a very fast knight, a very aggressive knight. And thoughts, of course, are communication and thought. So the community is, the community that's active is going to be noticeable. So I'm not sure if it's going to be his community or the community that's against him. But they'll be pretty active. Now, once he experiences all this, where does he go? Where does he end up? Another ace, new energy, inspiration and passion. And finally, a lot of activity into the future. So I suspect coming up this year, he is going to have an interesting, changeable situation with him. He starts out with the 5, a lot of infighting or fighting, but he comes in with the Hand of God, with the King, with the Ace of Cups. So that's a new beginning. He has 2 new beginnings, here and here. The wands are fire, they're inspiration, passion, and then he'll end the year, or he'll end at some point with a lot going on. Will he be able to deal with it? I don't know. He's looking to the future, and he's got his mouth open. He looks a little frightened, but the 8 of Wands is like that. It brings a lot of energy to the fore. So, I don't know. I think currently, Mr. Biden, I think he can handle everything because he seems to go with the punches. He's got strength behind him. He's got people that see things very differently from him. If these people challenge him in the community, but of course this could also be his own community that's here, but I have a feeling it's not his community here, and that's going to generate him to move in a different direction or a passionate direction, and then he's just going to, I think what this could mean is that he may not be so complacent this year or soon. He may show less complacency and become much more, with the ace starting and then the 8 going after that, he may start, flexing his muscles. We'll see. I don't know. Let's see if we see all that in the viewfinder, so you don't really see it all in the viewfinder. That's kind of too bad. Let's move these up. Oops, still not in the viewfinder. I have a new setup, and the camera is lower than it should be. Maybe I'll just do them this way. just so you see the cards. It's a pretty layout. It kind of shows the cards pretty well. A little further up, maybe. Anyways, this is my quick walkthrough of the Cats Tarot with a mini reading. I'll call this a Biden reading. I don't know. I've never done a reading on Biden. Looks like there's some changes ahead. And I think the changes are going to be with him. He's going to become more assertive and more aggressive. I could be wrong. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.